How do I feel not eating meat? Physically feel? I feel amazing. I mean, I could not have told you, you could not have told me how much energy I would have when I let that go. Natural energy, your own energy that doesn't have to be fueled by any substances. It's like you reclaim your power. You realize that, there are certain things that you can live without. And when you find out that you can live without it, you ask yourself questions, What was I afraid of? Usually fear of the unknown, fear of stepping out of our comfort zone. Could there be more? What can we explore? But yeah, I feel very, very much, very vital these days. It's like, what do I do with all the energy? That's the question now. What do I do? That's why I'm here, right? This is what I'm doing with the energy. Before, Jesus, that's a whole long, so we can get into it. We can have a whole conversation, but yeah, there was a complete cycle. I felt like I was trapped in a cycle that I didn't know how to get out of, just in a prison of my own making. Going to work to get the money, to buy the food, to have the energy, or to think that I had the energy to go back to work, to get the money, to buy the food, to get the energy to go back to work, in this big old cycle I could never escape. And it felt like my fate, right? Like I'm fated to just be in this endless loop over and over and over again. But yeah, when my body started getting rid of things, when stuff started coming out my body that had been there for years, like, when you don't realize how many parasites, how much gunk, how much plaque, how much stuff that just rots in your gut, in your colon, and why it's so swollen, like, it's very humbling. You say to yourself, what do I really know? Like, have I ever known it? They like, the intestines is like so long, I thought that what I ate that day came out that day. But it was so far from the truth, And it was my own experience to see that. Like, after not eating anything for days and days, solid matter was still coming out of my body. It was blowing my mind. I was like, how is this still coming? It's still coming out. So indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea, constipation, all the stuff, the whole Pepto-Bismol commercial, that was my life. That was normal for me. I thought that was normal for everyone. I didn't know people didn't live like that. I thought that was just the way of life. But then when I let it go, I was like, oh, now I can flow. Now it feels like I feel this power wherever I go. It's like, whoa. And then it can grow, and it's like, whoa. So you have more joy, more life, more love for living, and you feel the energy that the universe is giving. So, yeah, thank you for asking.